Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to lecture number 27 of the course Introduction to Computer and Programming. In this lecture, I will give you the introduction of file. We will see how we can write in the file and read the content from the file. In the previous lecture, we have seen an example program that uses structure to store the record. And then we have seen C preprocessor directives. We have seen three most popular kinds of directives. These are macro expansion, file inclusion, and conditional compilation. In today's lecture, I will give you the introduction to file, what is a file actually, how file is stored, and file operations, reading from file character by character, and writing in file character by character. So it makes sense that file is actually the combination of characters, and you can read and write the content character by character, string by string, or record by record. We will see all these step by step. So in today's lecture we will see how we can read from the file one character at a time, and then the next character, then next character, and how we can write one character at a time in a file. Until now we have seen saving record in a volatile memory, that is RAM. For example, entering book record, displaying and search content. We have seen this in the previous lecture. हमने एक struct book type का एक structure बनाया था. उसके तीन fields थे, name, page and price, and we ask the user to input how many records you want to store, and the user input, let's say 3 or 4, and then that first we will allocate the memory using malloc function, and then add input 3 records or 4 records, whatever is the value of n input by the user, and then we display those records. And then we have also write the search function as well. हमने search function में लिखा था उसका. So all these storing of the record, displaying and searching, so storage of these records is not permanent because it is stored in RAM. So जितनी भी memory allocation है for structure variable, that is on the RAM, and all the records store on these RAM. ठीक है, वो RAM में जो space उसका allocate हुई है उसमें store होगा. That is not a permanent storage. So file can be used to store data permanently, that is on the hard disk. So file are stored on hard disk, not on RAM. Okay. So the data that is written in the file is permanent, that is after you exit from the program and you run it again, so all the records are saved in those files. So data in files can be retrieved even the computer is powered off, because files are stored on hard disk, and the data on the hard disk is remain safe even if you power off your computer. So C programmer is able to read, write, modify and delete the content of file, and we will see how we can do this today. In today's lecture we will see how we can read and write the content in the file character by character. We will see how we can modify and delete the content later on in this topic. जो फाइल का टॉपिक है, इसमें जो आगे लेक्चर्स जो आएंगे उसमें देखेंगे कि कैसे हम मॉडिफाई और डिलीट कर सकते हैं कंटेंट फ्रॉम द फाइल. A common data file hierarchy is typically broken into 5 categories. Data file किन combination से मिलके बनती है. So binary, binary that is digit 0 or 1, byte 8 bits, combination of 8 bits, field group of bytes. So byte is actually 8-bit, that is equal to 1 character. So 1 byte is equal to 1 character, and field is a grouping of bytes, and record is a group of field, and file is a grouping of record. So file contains one or more than one records, or maybe no record as well. So you already know what is a bit and what is a byte. So bit is the smallest unit of memory, and the value of bit can be 0 or 1, where byte is a combination of 8 bits, or ASCII character set में a character is composed of 8 bits, that is 1 byte. Let's see what is a field and record. So field could be a name, CGPA, department, street address, phone number, and so on. So these are all the fields. So name is one of the field. Similarly, CGPA is another field. So this is one field, this is another field. So department is another field, street address is another field, and phone number is a separate field. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 fields. Okay, so these are the example of the fields. A record are the logical grouping of field that comprises a single row of information. So एक स्टूडेंट का नेम, उसकी आईडी, उसका CGPA, उसका डिपार्टमेंट, उसका स्ट्रीट एड्रेस, उसका फ़ोन नंबर, they all are combined together and this is called a record. So field क्या है? ये तमाम separately we can say these are the field. Name is one of the field, CGPA is the second field, and so on. And if we combine them together, then we can say this is a one record. So this is one row containing the name of the student, ID of the student, CGPA, department, street address, phone number, and so on. A student record might be comprised of name, age, ID, and GPA fields. So there are 1 2 3 and 4 fields. ठीक है, each field is unique in description but together describe a single record. So this is one record. Name, age, ID, and GPA is a one record that is composed of 4 different fields and each field is unique in description. हर फील्ड एक यूनिक चीज़ को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. नेम है स्टूडेंट का, देन एज है, देन आईडी है, देन CGPA है. So this is a table form of the record. So these are the fields. Name is, let's say, Ali Ahmed, that is a field. ID is 105, CGPA is 3.85, this is also a field, and computer science is a department, that is also a field, but they are whole, when they are combined together, these 4 fields, then it make a record. ठीक है, और field किन से बना है मिलके? Field is actually a grouping of byte character. So you can see character 1. So Ali में अगर आप देखें 1 character, 2nd character and 3rd character, 4th, 5th, and there is a space as well here. So ये तमाम characters हैं. So grouping of character or grouping of byte is a field, and grouping of field is a record. Now let's see what is a data file. A data file are comprised of one or more record. It is possible, quite possible, that a data file contains no record, that is empty data file, but usually it is composed of one or more than one records. Files can be used to store all type of information such as student or employee data. For example, this is a record of student, name of the student Fatma Tariq, ID is 102, this is CGPA, this is department, name of student Ali Ahmed, ID is 105, CGPA is 3.85, and this is department is computer science department, right? So this whole is one record that composed of 4 different fields, that is name, ID, CGPA, and department. So file can be used to store all types of information. So ये एक फाइल का एक वो है, एक आप फाइल को ओपन करके देखें तो these are the record present in a single file. Let's say these are the 3 records present in a file. So that belongs to some file. So C programmers uses pointers to manage file for reading and writing data. So C provide a pointer from which you can read the record or read the content of the file, and as well as you can write something in the file as well through that pointer. Now let's see what are the possible file operation. This is the creation of a new file. It is possible that using a C program you can create a new file. Opening an existing file. A file already exists, you can open the file, read its content, or maybe write something in the file, or maybe modify or delete something from the file. Reading from the file, that is another operation. Opening an existing file, so file opening, that is operation. Creation of new file, that is an operation. Reading from file, that is a third operation. Writing to file, that is another operation. Writing some content in the file, maybe character by character, string by string, or record by record. Moving to a specific location in a file, that is seeking. For example, if you want to move to the record whose ID is 108, so it reads record one by one and check the ID, and then it stop at the record 108. We will see how this will stop, and this functionality is called seeking functionality. Then closing a file. When you open the file, after performing your read write operation, before exiting from the file, it is recommended that you must close the file. It's the same recommendation that for a malloc function, if a memory is allocated for a malloc function, use a free function to deallocate that memory. So if you open the file, so for reading or writing purpose, whatever, then before exiting that program, you must close that file. We will see what does that mean, closing a file or opening a file. What does that mean? So let's see an example program first. So in this program, we have a file pointer. So file is a name of a structure, right, that contains different elements, and we are actually not interested in all the elements of that file structure. We will see in which element we are interested later on in this lecture. So FP is a pointer whose type is file. That means this pointer points to a file, right? And where that structure is defined, you know, whenever you use a structure, for example struct book, you have to define that structure. Now where is this file structure is defined? This file structure is defined in stdio.h file. You can open that file and see the content of that structure. This file is in the path C. If you install devc in C, it is on the C directory, C partition, in the folder devc-cpp, and then in the folder include. So within include you can find stdio.h, and if you open that file but do not modify the content of stdio.h file, you can open that file, read the content, delete whatever you want, but do not delete or write anything in that file, stdio.h file. You can see the content of this structure. File structure के आप content देख सकते हैं. ये जो structure है हमारे पास file का, you can see the content of that structure. Okay, then we have a character variable. Then this is the function fopen. Fopen function हमारे पास, and fopen function को we are providing two arguments, two parameter to that function. And can you tell me, or can you guess what is the type of these two parameter? Yes, this is a string. First parameter is a string. Second parameter, character. No, it's not a character, because you see these double quotes. ये जो आप double quotes देख रहे हैं, so whenever anything is written in the double quote, that is a string, that is not a character. ठीक है, so ये string है. So both the parameters are the string. First parameter is the name of the file you want to open. And what does opening a file means, we will see later on in this lecture. So first, it has every C program, before reading and writing in the file, it has to open the file first. And when the file is open, then it can read the content or write the content in the file, right? So fopen function, you are providing two parameters. The first parameter is the string, that is the file name, and second parameter is also the string, that is the mode. आप किस मोड में फाइल को ओपन कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप रीड मोड में ओपन कर रहे हैं, और इफ़ यू आर ओपनिंग द फाइल इन राइट मोड. अगर रीड मोड में ओपन कर रहे हैं, यू आर ओनली एबल टू रीड द कंटेंट ऑफ द फाइल, यू आर नॉट एबल टू write something in that file. And if you are opening the file in right content, in right mode, then you are able to write the content in the file, as well as you can read the content from the file as well. We will see all these mode in detail. ये कौन कौन सी मोड्स है और किस मोड का क्या मतलब होता है. बट एफ ओपन फंक्शन को यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड टू पैरामीटर्स, द नेम ऑफ द फाइल एंड the mode in which you want to open the file. So if we want to open more than one files, then we have to use more than one time fopen function. And for example, if we want to open two files, then we have two file pointers. We have to use two fopen function. ठीक है, उनमें हम सेपरेटली नाम बताएंगे. एक वन fopen function, वन फंक्शन कॉल को आप जस्ट एक फाइल का नाम पास करेंगे. दैट इज हियर फर्स्ट पैरामीटर. एक फाइल का नाम पास आपने करना है, एक फाइल का नाम बताना जिसको आपने ओपन करना है, राइट. देन वी हैव अ फाइल लूप. So what this program will do? This program will do is it opens the file prog1.c, so that is a C file, C source file in read mode. That is, we are only able to read the content of the file. So it opens the file, then we start reading the content and displaying it over here in this printf statement. सो इस printf स्टेटमेंट में हम इन कंटेंट को प्रिंट कर रहे हैं स्क्रीन पर. ठीक है, सो दैट मीन्स कि ये जो प्रोग्राम है ये उन तमाम कंटेंट्स को स्क्रीन पर डिस्प्ले कर देगा. किन कंटेंट्स को? prog1.c फाइल के कंटेंट्स को ब्लैक कंसोल पे डिस्प्ले कर देगा. एंड देन इट क्लोजेस द फाइल एंड प्रोग्राम एग्जिट्स. सो लेट्स गो एंड सी द प्रोग्राम. ओके, सो दिस इज द प्रोग्राम. So let me show you what is prog1.c. This is the file prog1.c. This is the macro program, macro multi-line macros. You remember this is from the previous lecture. So it will show you these all content on the console. ठीक है? So compile. Okay, run it. So you see it is showing all the content of this file. उसने content file के show कर दिए. Press any key to continue. Okay, so let's modify this file. Let's say okay, मैं तमाम को delete कर देता हूँ and I'm just writing here main Now I have changed the content of prog1.c file. Now we are reading this file prog1.c from another C program जिसका नाम है file reading fgetc, reading a file character by character. So this fgetc is a function that reads the character, one character from the file at a time. एक character read करेगा and then next time second character read करेगा, third time third character read करेगा. Third time means जब third time loop चलेगा, second time means जब second time loop चलेगा, loop की execution iteration होगी. Now I've changed the content of the file and let's see the changed content will be displayed or okay, yes, the changed contents are displayed now, right. So this is the demo of the program. Let's go back to the previous content of this file. Okay, these are here. Now let's go back to the slide. Now let's start exploring these new statements, that is fopen, fgetc, end of file, and fclose, and file pointer fp. What are these things? Opening a file, that is the first operation you have to perform. If you are writing a C program that read or write or modify, delete the content of any file, before doing this you have to open the file and you have to make sure that file is successfully opened. So before reading or writing operation on file must be opened. And what does that open mean? Actually we will see fopen function can be used to open a file. In example programs that we have seen in the previous slide, that example program opens prog1.c file in read mode. Read mode means content of the file cannot be modified or added, they can just be read. So read mode का मतलब ये है you are not able to modify the content, existing content, you are not able to write a new content, and you are not able to delete the existing content from the file. You are just able to read the content from the file. So this is the function call of fopen function. So you have to provide two parameters to fopen. The first one is the string, second one is also the string. The first string is the name of the file you want to open, and the second parameter is the mode in which you want to open that file. And the very basic modes are read mode and write mode. Read mode means that you are only able to read from the file, only read from the file, and write mode means you are able to read and write from that file. So these both are strings. Now let's see the task of fopen function. Firstly, fopen function searches on the disk the file to be opened. इसको हम दो चीज़ें प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, फाइल नेम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. सो इट सर्चेस द फाइल ऑन द डिस्क टू बी ओपनड, then it loads the file from the disk in a place in memory called buffer. So buffer is a place in the RAM, and what fopen will do, first it searches the file on the disk. If the file exists in the disk, it will read the content of the file and write it in a buffer, and buffer is a RAM, is a place in the RAM that is called buffer. ठीक है, उसको बफर कह लें. एक्चुअली वो रैम में लिखे जाएंगे. जब रैम में लिखे जाएंगे तो उसका डेफिनेटली कोई ना कोई स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस भी होगा. And it sets a character pointer that points to the first character of that buffer. So file में क्या थे हमारे पास, character थे. fopen function, what it will do, it will search the file on the disk. If it found the file, it will copy the content of the file from the hard disk to the RAM, और वो जिस एरिया में कॉपी करेगा उस एरिया को जो प्रोग्रामर है, सी प्रोग्रामर, दे कॉल दैट एरिया एज बफर. ठीक है, so the content of the file are in the buffer, then this means that these contents are in the RAM, and then it set up a character pointer that points to the first character of that buffer. In the file we have character, so जब वो characters आपने buffer में लिख दिए, it allocates हर character को एक memory allocate होगी, एक byte allocate होगा. So इस buffer का कोई size होगा, कुछ number of bytes allocate होंगे, and it has also the starting address. That is the location of the first byte in that buffer, and the address of that buffer is set up in a character pointer that points to the first character of that buffer. ठीक है, it is much faster. Why we need this? Why we need buffer? Why not to perform read and write operation directly from the hard disk? Because it is much faster to read and write the content in memory as compared to hard disk. Because hard disk से read या write operation perform करना, it is time consuming, right? We have seen this in our first one or two lecture, that it is much faster to read the content from the memory as compared to hard disk, and it is much faster to read or write the content from the cache as compared to memory. So इस process को fast बनाने के लिए ये C करता क्या है, basically it copy the content from the hard disk in the buffer, और अब आप बफर में अगर ऐड करना चाह रहे हैं तो उधर ही ऐड होगा, बफर में ही ऐड होगा, एंड देन वो हार्ड डिस्क में राइट होगा. ठीक है, सो ये तीनों टास्क आपने इसको ज़हन नशीन करना है कि इट सर्चेस द फाइल ऑन द डिस्क. सो फाइल को सर्चेस डिस्क में किस जगह पर करेगा, किस फोल्डर के अंदर सर्च करेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन द लेट मी गो टू द प्रीवियस स्लाइड. So this is the call of the fopen function. You are opening prog1.c program. Okay, now this program must exist in the same folder from where that program exists, where you have this fopen function, right? Okay, let me show you. Now here we are reading, I've shown you this example. We are reading prog1.c. ठीक है, इसको हम read कर रहे हैं, और किस फाइल से रीड कर रहे हैं. इसमें ये जो हमारी फाइल है, इसका नाम क्या है, फाइल रीडिंग fgetc, और ये फाइल और ये जो prog फाइल है इसको सेम फोल्डर में होना ज़रूरी है. सो ये जो फाइल है हमारे पास, दे आर इन द सेम फोल्डर. दिस इज prog1 एंड दिस इज फाइल रीडिंग fgetc. सो from this file we are reading the content of prog1. ठीक है, हम prog1 के कंटेंट रीड कर रहे हैं इस फाइल से. तो दोनों को सेम फोल्डर में होना ज़रूरी है, अदरवाइज यू हैव टू मेंशन द पाथ. आपको पाथ मेंशन करना पड़ेगा कि किस पाथ से आप रीड कर रहे हैं. यू कैन राइट C:/ folder name / file name, something like this. ठीक है. So if you won't mention anything like this, then it assumes that this file exists in the same folder where this program is. जिस प्रोग्राम से आप रीड कर रहे हैं, जिस प्रोग्राम में fopen लिखा आ रहा है, जिस सोर्स फाइल में fopen लिखा आ रहा है, जिस .c फाइल में fopen लिखा आ रहा है, वो फाइल जिस फोल्डर में सेव होगी, आपका prog1.c फाइल भी, ये जो फाइल आप यहाँ पे मेंशन करेंगे, वो भी उसी सेम फोल्डर में होनी चाहिए. So firstly it searches on the disk the file to be opened, then loads the file from the disk into a place in the memory called buffer, and it set a character pointer that points to the first character of the buffer. So this is what actually happens. So your program, when you run, आपने अपने प्रोग्राम को रन किया, अब उसने क्या किया कि pr1.c को रीड कर रहा है, pr1.c को रीड कर रहा है. So it reads the program from the disk, hard disk, and write it in the buffer, that is in the memory. So this space, this box is a buffer space for this file. So this is the place for the one character, second character, third, and so on. And this 40 is the base address of the, or the address of the first byte of this buffer. ठीक है. Now this is a memory allocated for file structure, and here we have a fp file pointer. एक हमारे पास pointer है, उसकी type क्या है, file है. So that this means that this pointer points to a memory location where we have a data whose type is file structure. ठीक है. तो ये फाइल स्ट्रक्चर का पॉइंटर है. अब इसमें से बाकी फील्ड्स भी हैं. एक जो फील्ड है जो हमारे इंटरेस्ट का है, दैट इज अ कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. So now this is a character pointer. It has some other fields as well. We are not going into the detail of other fields of this file structure. We just have to look this a character pointer. Now this character pointer contains the address. किसका एड्रेस इसके पास, इस बफर का स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस है, बेस एड्रेस है. Now this character pointer points to this memory location. So we have a file pointer. File pointer है, pointer जिस भी टाइप का, it takes 4 byte in memory. Since it's a file pointer, so it points to a memory location where we have a data of type file. So file structure टाइप का डाटा स्टोर होगा. फाइल स्ट्रक्चर के कुछ फील्ड्स हैं, उनमें एक फील्ड है character pointer, and that character pointer points to memory location where we have the content of the file, that is the buffer, the base address of the buffer. ठीक है. Structure file. For successful reading from a file, information like mode of opening, size of file, place in the file from where the next read operation would be performed has to be maintained. So ये तमाम information maintain होनी चाहिए, and all these information is maintained in a structure. File structure में maintain होती है एक ऐसा structure जिसकी type file है, हम कह लें. ठीक है. And that structure is defined in stdio.h file. fopen function stores such information in a file structure and return its address. So fopen function क्या करता है, you are providing it the name of the file and the mode in which you want to open that file, and what that structure do is it search the file. If it exists, it writes all its content, the content of the file from the hard disk in the buffer में डाल देगा, और उसके बाद it allocates a memory for a structure. ठीक है. स्ट्रक्चर के लिए मेमोरी allocate की है, and then it sets the character pointer of that structure. It initializes the character pointer of that structure with the base address of the buffer. ठीक है. So fopen stores such information in a file structure and return its address, and we store that address in a pointer of type file. So ये हमारे पास एक पॉइंटर है, इसकी टाइप फाइल है. देन वी हैव fopen फंक्शन. सो fopen फंक्शन क्या करेगा, prog1.c के लिए बफर बनाएगा, उस बफर में इसके कंटेंट राइट करेगा, एंड उस बफर का बेस एड्रेस को असाइन कर देगा फाइल स्ट्रक्चर. जो फाइल स्ट्रक्चर बनाएगा, फाइल स्ट्रक्चर का वेरिएबल बनाएगा, उसको मेमोरी एलोकेट होगी, उसमें जो कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर होगा उसको इनिशियलाइज कर देगा बफर के बेस एड्रेस से, एंड देन इट रिटर्न द एड्रेस ऑफ दैट फाइल पॉइंटर. file structure का address return कर देगा, and we have a file pointer to store that address. Reading from a file. Once a file is opened using fopen, its content are brought into buffer. Okay, we already know this. A pointer is set that points to the first character in this buffer. एक पॉइंटर कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर सेट हो जाएगा, एंड दैट कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर इज द पार्ट ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर, फाइल स्ट्रक्चर के का पार्ट है. ठीक है, जिस तरह से हमारे पास एक स्ट्रक्ट बुक टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, उसके पार्ट्स क्या क्या हैं, उसके एलिमेंट्स क्या क्या हैं, नेम है दैट इज अ स्ट्रिंग, इसके प्राइस है दैट इज अ फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वैल्यू, और पेजेस है दैट इज एन इंटीजर वैल्यू. नाउ दिस पॉइंटर जो फाइल पॉइंटर है, नॉट द फाइल पॉइंटर, जो कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर है, द पॉइंटर दैट पॉइंट्स टू द base address of the buffer. Now this pointer is one of the element of the structure to which fp is pointing. ठीक है, to read the file's content from the memory we use the function fgetc. fgetc file get character, एक character फाइल से read करने के लिए function है file get character. Now let's see how this function work. This is a function call. Now fgetc, what it does, it reads the character from that file pointer. So file pointer क्या है, it points to a memory location where we have the value of structure, file structure, or file structure is composed of different field. One of the field is the character pointer, and that character pointer points to the memory location that is called the buffer that contains the content of the file. So f read the character from the current pointer position. तो जो पॉइंटर है कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर fp जो स्ट्रक्चर का पार्ट है, उसका जो एड्रेस है उस करंट एड्रेस से रीड करेगा, कैरेक्टर रीड करेगा, एडवांसेस द पॉइंटर पोजीशन सो दैट इट नाउ पॉइंट्स टू द नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर एंड रिटर्न्स द कैरेक्टर दैट इट रीड. सो दिस इज द फाइल पॉइंटर. So 4 bytes of memory will be allocated for that pointer. It points to the memory location where we have a type of value that is structure, file structure. Now we have a fopen function, और fopen function क्या करेगा, it will allocate the buffer for my.txt file. So let's say my.txt file की content है hello world. So this is a buffer. So hello world के content memory assign हो गई है. अब since अगर let's say इसका starting address है 405, the address of the next byte is 406, next byte is 407 and so on. Why 1 byte? Because the value store here is the character, it's not something else, it's only the character. ठीक है, so इसको इतनी memory allocate होगी, एक byte ही allocate होगा. And what fopen will do, एक तो buffer बनाएगा, दूसरा ये structure book का एक memory allocate करेगा, that is a structure book value जिसके different fields हैं, let's say 3 fields हैं, but it is actually more than 3 fields. So and then it set a pointer, character pointer that points to the buffer and it returns the address of this structure. So इस structure का जो address है that is 855, that will be returned. And in our program we have fp file pointer to store this address value. Now fp में वो एड्रेस स्टोर हो जाएगा एंड fp पॉइंट्स टू दिस मेमोरी लोकेशन. ठीक है, नाउ जब भी आपने fgetc से रीड करना है, यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड दिस फाइल पॉइंटर, आपको ये फाइल पॉइंटर प्रोवाइड करना है, देन इट विल रीड फ्रॉम this address because this is a character pointer, it points to a memory location where we have character. So इसमें next देखें, we have this function call fgetc. It reads the character from the fp and advances the fp so that it points to the next character and return that character. So it actually it won't read the next character from the fp. fp जिस मेमोरी लोकेशन को पॉइंट कर रहा है वहाँ पर हमारे पास फाइल टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर है. दिस इज अ फाइल टाइप स्ट्रक्चर एंड विद इन द फाइल टाइप स्ट्रक्चर वी हैव अ कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर एंड दैट पॉइंटर पॉइंट्स टू द बफर. सो वो उस पॉइंटर के थ्रू, कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर के थ्रू रीड करेगा. ठीक है, सो हमारे पास एक कैरेक्टर वेरिएबल है 1 बाइट का वेयर वी कैन स्टोर अ कैरेक्टर. सो fgetc क्या करेगा, fgetc ये जो फाइल हमारे पास स्ट्रक्चर है, ये फाइल का स्ट्रक्चर जो है दैट इज अ फाइल स्ट्रक्चर. It reads the content from that file structure using character pointer और कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर को एडवांस कर देगा. सो अगर 1 ऐड होगा, सिंस इट इज़ अ कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर, सो एक्चुअली 1 वैल्यू ऐड होगी एंड इट पॉइंट्स टू द नेक्स्ट बाइट एंड इट रिटर्न दैट वैल्यू h दैट इट रीड. सो उसको रिटर्न कर देगा. दैट विल बी स्टोर्ड इन अ वेरिएबल ch and now you can print that value. So this is the working of fgetC function. It reads the character. In short, we can say it reads the character from the file pointer and advances the f file pointer so that it points to the next character, and it returns the character that it has read. So जो character read किया था उसको return भी कर देगा. And for return value we have this variable ch that is used to store the content of that file. ठीक है. So once the file is opened, we can refer file not by its name but through file pointer. फाइल दफ़ा ओपन हो जाए तो अब आप सी के प्रोग्राम में फाइल नेम से उसे रेफ़र नहीं करेंगे. फाइल नेम से रेफ़र करने का मतलब ये है यू आर नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म रीड एंड राइट ऑपरेशन यूजिंग फाइल नेम, बट यू कैन परफॉर्म रीड एंड राइट ऑपरेशन थ्रू फाइल पॉइंटर ओनली. ठीक है. द फंक्शन fgetC within an infinite loop. So this function is an infinite loop, and loop will be executed until if it finds end of file. So in the example program, fgetC function is in infinite loop, that is in while one. And how we can come out from the loop? We are reading the file character by character. So fgetC क्या करता है, एक character read करेगा and it advances the pointer so that it points to the next character, और loop की next iteration में it read that next character and advances the pointer to the next character. So कब तक read करता रहेगा? जब तक उसे end of file character नहीं मिल जाता, EOF character. What is EOF? EOF is end of file, and what it is actually we will see. So this is the condition within the loop. If you go back and see, this is the same condition. If ch, the character that is returned by the fgetC, is equal to end of file, if it is equal, just break the loop then. Okay. So EOF is a special character whose ASCII value is 26, and end of file is inserted after the last character in the file. So आखिरी character के बाद ये character insert किया जाता है to make sure कि where that the file ends actually, like this. So if the content of the file is hello world, ये जो my.txt file थी we have seen in the previous example, the content are hello world. So EOF character is inserted at the end of the last character. ठीक है. So EOF is a macro that has been defined in file stdio.h. So एक macro है जो define हुआ है कि इस macro के साथ उसका अगला character भी दिया होगा. So maybe that character is very difficult to write or it's not in the keyboard, so it define the macro in stdio.h file. So you can simply use EOF, but you have to include stdio.h file in your program. Now let's see, there could be some trouble in opening a file. There is a possibility that when we try to open a file using the function fopen, the file may not be opened successfully, or file may not be opened at all. For example, the file may not exist on the disk, you mentioned the wrong file name, or the other reason may be the disk space may be insufficient to open a file. For example, there is no space in the memory to open the file and write the content in the buffer, and buffer is a place in the memory, so there is no place, no disk space in the RAM, or the disk may be write protected. जहाँ पर आप file write, for example, I insert the USB in my laptop, ठीक है, so connect कर दी USB के साथ, and that USB has the option to write protect that USB. So I write protect that USB, and then my already saved program, I run that program that is used to create the new file. Then it gives me an error that unable to create a file because the disk is write protected, ठीक है, or the disk is damaged and so on. So किसी भी केस में कोई भी रीज़न होगा अगर फाइल नहीं बन सकी, so fopen returns a null. If the file opening fails, fopen function returns a value null. Null character वो return करेगा, ठीक है. That is an example code. सो एफ ओपन के फंक्शन के थ्रू हम उसको फाइल को ओपन कर रहे हैं रीड मोड में, एंड दिस इज हाउ वी कैन राइट एफ ओपन इज इक्वल टू नल. So printf unable to open the file, system pause and exit from the program. So before reading and writing the content of the file, you have to make sure that you have successfully opened that file. If you won't open successfully that file, then you must exit from the program. अगर आपने successfully open नहीं हो सकी किसी भी वजह से, then you have to close the program, that is exit from the program. ठीक है, so you print the message unable to open the file, and then you just disappear from the program, or the program exits. So in this example we are checking the value of fp. हमने fopen के through file को open किया, fopen returns the pointer. If the file is not successfully opened, so the value of fp is null, because fopen then returns null. So उस case में you can check if the value of fp is null, then you print the message unable to open the file. And this is very necessary. This check must be performed for every program that involve file IO. ठीक है, so किसी भी प्रोग्राम है जिसमें आपने रीड करना है, राइट करना है, so whenever you open the file using fopen function, and after that function you must check that the file is successfully opened or not. If the file is not successfully opened, then you must exit from the program. ठीक है, and then you can check why it is not successfully opened. Usually check the file name, that you write the file name properly or not, this path, तो इसको check करना ज़रूरी है. ठीक है, closing the file. After reading, writing from the file should be closed. Once the file is closed, it is not possible to perform read and write operation. If the file close कर दी, you cannot perform read and write operation, but you can reopen the file, and for reopen you have to again use fopen function, and then you can perform read and write operation when the file is successfully open. So 3 operations would be performed by fclose, and what are these 3 operations? The character in the buffer would be written to the file on the disk. So buffer में जो memory allocate हुई थी for the content of the file, if you read from the file, you will be reading from that buffer, and if you are writing in the file, you are actually writing in the RAM, in the memory, in that buffer space. So when you close the file, so it will copy the content of that buffer in the file, that is in the hard disk. So copy operation कब perform होता है? Buffer से hard disk में, when the buffer space is filled up and you are try to write new content, then it automatically copy the content of the buffer in the hard disk. ठीक है, और दूसरा जब आप फाइल को क्लोज करेंगे, whenever you close the file, it writes the content of the buffer, that is from the RAM into the hard disk. So that is the first operation. The character in the buffer would be written to the file on the disk. At the end of the file, a character with ASCII value 26 would get written, that is end of file character. So fclose function ही end of file character insert भी करेगा file के end में, and the buffer would be eliminated from the memory. वो जो buffer था, जो space allocate की थी, उसको वो deallocate कर देगा. ठीक है, so these are the 3 tasks of the closing a file. Until now we haven't seen the program to write something in the file. So whenever there is a write operation, this write operation is actually not on the hard disk, but this is write operation. The things are written on the buffer, that is the part of the RAM, and when you close the file, then the data or the character from that buffer are written to the hard disk. In hard disk पे लिखे जाते हैं. ठीक है, and then it insert the end of file character, and the buffer space को वो free कर देता है जो buffer के लिए space allocate की थी. So these are the function of the file, closing a file. fclose जो function है उसकी ये functionality है. Let's see the example program. Write a program that will read a file and count how many characters, spaces, tabs and new line are present in it. So let's write this program. जिसमें हम ये चेक करेंगे कि हमने फाइल को रीड करना है. We are reading. We know until now that how to open the file, how to check the file is successfully open, and how to read a single character from that file. And after reading that character, we will compare that if that character is space, tab and if it is not end of file character, we have to tell the total number of character in the file. So see how many characters in that file, and how many and among those character, how many character are spaces, how many characters are tab. Tab is when you press the tab button, that is composed of 4 spaces actually, and how many are the new line character, जब आप नई लाइन में प्रिंट करते हैं, ठीक है. सो टोटल नंबर ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स काउंट करने हैं, वो प्रिंट करेंगे और बताएगा इसमें इतनी स्पेसेस हैं, इतने टैब्स हैं और इतनी न्यू लाइंस हैं प्रेजेंट इन दैट. सो लेट्स गो एंड राइट द प्रोग्राम. So first of all we have to declare a file pointer, static, let's say fp. You can write any valid variable name over here, ठीक है. आप जरूरी नहीं आप fp रखें, आप इसको static x भी रख सकते हैं, static a भी रख सकते हैं, whatever you want. And then we have a character ch. Okay, so fp is equal to f open. So let's open the file. Which file? Let's say prog1.c file, ठीक है. इस फाइल को ओपन करें. So this is a one new line character over here, the other new line character over here because ये नई लाइन पे आया हुआ है. Then we have 1 2 3 tabs. So उसमें 1 2 tabs. This is new line. 1 2 tabs, 1 tab, and then we have these are the spaces 1 2, ठीक है. ये भी स्पेस है, स्पेस, ये भी स्पेस है. So let's see how many characters are there in this file. I think let's make the size of the file smaller, a little bit smaller, or let's make a text file, ठीक है. टेक्स्ट फाइल बनाते हैं. Right click new, so text file, my, the extension of this file is txt, the name is my, and let's say let me write HELLOWORLD. Then I put a new line character, and then a tab, bright sun, learning C programming. So then I push again the new line character. So there are 1 2 3 new line characters, there are 1 2 tabs, and total number of characters are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 is the new line, then 13 is the tab, 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 is the new line, 25th is the tab, 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 and 48th is the new line character. So these are the total characters in that file. Control S, let me save that file. Let's go to the program. So this is the program, and we want to open my.txt file in read mode. Now I have to check if fp is equal to null, then it display the message printf unable to open the file. And exit. So I call this function. When this function is executed, it exits from the program. And then while 1 now we have to read the character in ch is equal to f get c. अच्छा, f get c को क्या प्रोवाइड करेंगे? We have to tell from which file pointer you have to read the character. Okay, you have to read the character we are telling f get c, read the character from this file pointer and increment that pointer so that it points to the next character, and the character you have read, return it. So वो return करेगा and we will have this character in ch. Now we are checking if ch is equal to /n, new line character है क्या? Then we are incrementing count new line plus plus. Let's declare this variable over here, integer, count new line, count total, count tabs and count spaces. ठीक है, we declare 4 characters, let them initialize with 0. So हमने इनको 0 से इनिशियलाइज कर लिए. नाउ अब यहाँ पर हमारे पास if आते जाएंगे. If you can write else if, because if it is a new line character then it won't be a tab or it won't be a space, so there is no need to check these things. ठीक है, then we can check if it is a tab, then count tabs plus plus. count tabs की previous value क्या थी? 0 है, उसमें प्लस प्लस हो जाएगा. else if ch is equal to space, then count spaces plus plus. अच्छा, एक चीज को तो हमने प्लस प्लस करना ही करना है. Okay, first we have to check that if ch is equal to end of file. If it is, we have to break it. If it is not, we have to increment count total number of character. अगर वो end of file character नहीं है तो कोई भी दूसरा value character होता है. Either it could be a alphabet character, it could be a special character, special symbol character, or it could be a digit character. ठीक है, digits भी हो सकती है, because these are all the parts of the C character set. So उसको हम increment करते जाएंगे, and then we can check that is it a new line character, because हमने लिखना है total number of character इतने हैं, उसमें से new line इतनी है, tabs इतनी हैं, spaces इतनी हैं. ठीक है, that's it. Then you can extend it further, that for example alphabets itni hai, small itni hai, capital alphabets itni hai. You can further extend this as well. So new line, tab and spaces. ठीक है, okay, and then let's print out these values. Print f total character is equal to %d comma total count total, that is the name of the variable, count total. Print f new line is equal to %d comma, and this is count new line comma count tabs comma count spaces. सबको एक लाइन में कर लेते हैं. न्यू लाइन and tabs is equal to %d comma spaces is equal to %d and then /n. Right? And then we can simply pause the program. Okay, let's compile it. There's some error. Oh, I missed the semicolon. That is the usual programming mistake. Okay, let's run it. So total character is 1 and the tab, these are the 0. Strange. Okay, you make a mistake, that is, okay, let's exit this program. Let me tell you what is the mistake. Okay, the mistake is we write all these printf in the within while loop. This should be outside the while loop. Okay, control X, this should come over here, because while loop आपने काउंट कर लिया एंड देन प्रिंट आपने while loop से बाहर करनी है. आपने टोटल नंबर ऑफ न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर प्रिंट करनी है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्पेसेस प्रिंट करनी है, इसी से टोटल नंबर ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स प्रिंट करनी है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ टैब्स प्रिंट करने हैं. सो दिस शुड बी आउटसाइड द लूप. ठीक है, सो लेट मी कंपाइल. सो 48 कैरेक्टर्स हैं, 3 न्यू लाइंस हैं, 2 टैब्स हैं. सो दिस इज द फाइल, 1 न्यू लाइन ओवर हेयर, 1 हेयर एंड 1 ओवर हेयर. ठीक है, 3 न्यू लाइंस. बिकॉज यहाँ पर क्यों है? बिकॉज ये कर्सर नेक्स्ट लाइन में आ रहा है, इसके बाद नेक्स्ट लाइन में नहीं जा रहा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल JX को मैं अगर रिमूव कर दूँ, नाउ कर्सर इज नॉट मूविंग ऑन द नेक्स्ट लाइन. मैंने एरो के नीचे डाउन की प्रेस कर रहा हूँ एंड द कर्सर इज नॉट मूविंग डाउन. लेट मी चेंज दिस व्यू, लेट्स इंक्रीज द फॉन्ट. Okay, now it is visible. So this is 1 new line because the cursor can go down. This is the second new line because the cursor can go down over here, and there is no third new line because I have just removed it. ठीक है, tabs हमारे पास 2 ही हैं, 1 tab and the second tab. So let's remove the second tab. Spaces 4 आ रही हैं, 1 space, 2 space, 3 and 4. ठीक है, Control S. Now let's run that program again and see. Now you can see there are 2 new lines, 1 and 2, and 1 tab, and total number of characters are 46 now. Okay. So this is the program that tells you how many characters are there in the file, and among them how many characters are new line character, how many characters are tabs, and how many characters are spaces, 1 space. Okay. And you can extend this program to also tell that how many characters are small alphabet, how many characters are special alphabets, how many characters are digits. For example, you could have something like this in the file, 1 2 1 1 2, something like this. ठीक है, और उसको आप काउंट करके चेक कर सकते हैं कि इज इट गिविंग मी द करेक्ट आंसर और नॉट. नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ वी कैन राइट कैरेक्टर इन अ फाइल. सो fputc is a function. fgetc is to get something from the file. fputc is to put character in a file. So file put character is used. fputc is used to write character in a file. This is the general syntax of fputc. You have to tell the characters you want to write in that in fp file. ठीक है, so this is a character variable, this is a file pointer. fputc write the character constant stored in the character variable in the buffer that is pointed by the pointer fp. ठीक है, so fget s को you tell the file pointer as a parameter and it returns you the character it read from that fp. fputc को you tell the 2 parameters. The first one is the characters you want to write, and the second one is the character is the file pointer where you want to write that first parameter. ठीक है, so let's write a program that creates a copy of a file. ठीक है, the user input 2 file names, the name of the file to be copied and copy file name. ठीक है, एक तो जिस फाइल की कॉपी बनानी है जो एग्जिस्ट करती है उसका नाम बताएंगे, उसको वो रीड करेगा उसकी कंटेंट, और एक उसकी एक अलग से कॉपी बना देगा, और वो जो कॉपी फाइल बनाएगा, न्यू फाइल बनाएगा, उसका नाम भी यूज़र एंटर करेगा कि किस नाम से कॉपी बनानी है. ठीक है, सो इसमें 2 आपने स्ट्रिंग्स इनपुट करनी है. फर्स्ट वन इज द नेम ऑफ द फाइल दैट इज ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट, and this program creates the copy of that file, and the second name is you want to enter is कि वो जो नई फाइल बनाएगा, जो पहले एग्जिस्टिंग फाइल की कॉपी होगी, उस नई फाइल का नाम क्या होगा, that should be different. ठीक है, let's go and write the program. So in this folder जहाँ पर हमारे पास ये प्रोग्राम सेव है, copyfile.c, so that is the program copy file. And let's say we are going to create the copy of my.txt. आप .c फाइल की बना सकते हैं, मैं my.txt की फाइल की कॉपी बना रहा हूँ. Here we have a hello world, bright sun and learning C programming and some digits. ठीक है, save, and see the file size is 1 KB. Or we can make its size a little bit larger. Control S. Let's see the size. It's still 1 KB. I want it more than 1 KB. Let me copy it again. Control S. Now it's 2 KB size. ठीक है, ये फाइल 2 KB के लिए है. इसमें मैंने एक ही प्रोग्राम 2-3 दफ़ा लिख दी है. So वो सेम प्रोग्राम है. I write it more than one time. ठीक है, 3-4 दफ़ा से कॉपी पेस्ट कर दिए. Now we want to create a copy of this file. This is the existing file and the new file is, let's say we want कि उसका नाम बन जाए my_copy के नाम से. ठीक है, so let's go to dev C and write the program. So for that we need a 2 file pointer. First is fp, second is, let's say, static. 2 file pointers क्यों चाहिए? Because one for the file for reading purpose and the second that points to the file buffer for writing purpose. ठीक है, एक फाइल से हमने रीड करना है, दूसरी में राइट करना है. तो जो इस फाइल में राइट करना है उस फाइल को पहले क्रिएट भी करना होगा, राइट? सो fp is equal to fopen. Okay, then the name of the file, that is my.txt, and we are opening this file in read mode. ठीक है, उसके बाद हम चेक भी कर लेते हैं. if, let me copy that. Now we are checking here. If fp is null, it returns. Now ft is equal to fopen. Now the new file we want to create is my_copy.txt, and we are opening this file in write mode. So write mode में क्या करेगा? Basically write mode, it is used to write something. It is used to open the file in write mode, that is you are able to write that file. But even if the file exists or even if the file won't exist in the folder, it creates a new file. So वो नई फाइल बना देगा. अगर फाइल एग्जिस्ट करती है उस नाम से, my_copy.txt के नाम से फाइल एग्जिस्ट करती है या नहीं करती, दोनों सूरतों में वो एक नई फाइल बनाएगा. अगर एग्जिस्ट करती है और नई फाइल बना दे, इसका मतलब है जो प्रीवियस फाइल उसके कंटेंट हम लूज कर जाएंगे, वो कंटेंट ओवरराइट हो जाएंगे, ख़त्म हो जाएंगे. So here we are checking ft. जस्ट मैसेज थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट कर दें ताकि अगर अपीयर हो तो आपको पता चल जाए कौन से वाला मैसेज आया, रीडिंग में मसला है या राइटिंग में है. ओके, नाउ वी हैव अ व्हाइल लूप, द सेम लूप वी आर यूजिंग. दिस इज द क्लोजिंग ब्रैकेट ऑफ व्हाइल लूप. सो हमने fp से एक कैरेक्टर रीड किया यूजिंग fgetc, and it store the character in ch and check if the character is end of file. If it is, break the loop. If it is not, then fput ch is the character we want to write, and then the file pointer we want to write on file pointer ft. So ft जिस फाइल को पॉइंट कर रहा है उस पर राइट कर दे. ठीक है, and yeah, that's it. ठीक है, so reading and then writing, and then we have to close the file. fclose fp and fclose ft. Okay, let's compile this program. We're getting error over here. ch is not defined. char ch. Okay, press any key to continue. So it didn't ask input के लिए उसने कहा नहीं, okay, we have to change here, but let's see now the new file is created. प्रोग्राम रन हो गया था, हमने ये जो नेम थे वो खुद ही डाल दिए थे यहाँ पर. We didn't ask for the input, but we can modify it so that these names could be input by the user. But now it has to it should create this file in the folder. Let's go and see. Yes, it create a copy of this file, my_copy. It contains the same content as the content of this my file, my.txt, right? So let me delete this and let me modify this program first. So we have a character, file name, let's say size is 15, and file name 1, comma file name let's say 2 and the size is 15. ठीक है, अब हम ये करते हैं कि हम यूजर से इनपुट लेते हैं. printf enter file name to be copied slash. इस फाइल को कॉपी करना, उसका नाम एंटर करें. फाइल नेम shouldn't contain the spaces, it's better write the file name without spaces, and we can take input name 1, and then again the printf and scanf to input the file name जो कि कॉपी हुई हुई फाइल का नाम होगा, right? So enter file name, enter name of new file. ठीक है, हम न्यू फाइल से कहते हैं, नई फाइल का नाम एंटर करें. And we have to replace it with f name 1. ठीक है, fopen से इसके रिप्लेस कर दिया, और जहाँ पर आप f name 2 से रिप्लेस कर दें, f name 2. Do not write this thing in double quote, otherwise वो f name 2 से इसका नाम बना देगा. ठीक है, so folder में सिचुएशन देखिए, we just have a my file. ठीक है, my.txt. enter file name to be copied, my.txt. Unable to open the file for reading. Why? Because okay, इसमें जो मैंने input की है, let me change the font for you. Okay, the file name is empty.txt. okay, my input is wrong, there is no file empty over here in this folder. The file is my.txt, not empty.txt. so let me insert the my.txt. now the file is successfully open, I think, and enter name of new file, let's say my1.txt. okay, the file is successfully copied. Now let's go and see, this is my1.txt. okay, now let's see file opening modes. What are the file opening modes? We have a read mode, write mode, and append mode. These are the very basic modes. Read mode is for the reading from a file. If the file does not exist, it returns null. Write mode is writing to a file. If file does not exist, it create a new file, and even if the file exists, it creates a new file. This means that वो जो फाइल की जो previous existing फाइल है उसके तमाम कंटेंट खत्म हो जाएंगे और वो नई फाइल क्रिएट कर देगा उस नाम से. ठीक है, इसकी एग्जांपल देखनी है. लेट्स गो बैक टू द एग्जांपल प्रोग्राम. okay, this is the example program. Let's say that I have my1.txt फाइल है हमारे पास, और उसमें जस्ट हमारे पास लिखा हुआ है इंट्रोडक्शन टू कंप्यूटर एंड प्रोग्रामिंग. ठीक है, ये इसकी कंटेंट है my1.txt फाइल के. ठीक है, अब मैं इसकी कॉपी क्रिएट करूंगा और फाइल का नाम दूंगा my1.txt. so it destroy the content of this file and create a new file with the name my1.txt and write this content of my file in over there. ठीक है, so let's see this program. my.txt फाइल से कंटेंट कॉपी करो. कहाँ पर कॉपी करनी है? my1.txt में कॉपी करनी है. सो my1.txt फाइल जो है वो किस मोड में ओपन हो रही है, राइट मोड में. सो अगर पहले से एग्जिस्ट करती है फाइल, उसके कंटेंट डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएंगे, उसके कंटेंट ख़त्म हो जाएंगे. इट क्रिएट्स अ न्यू फाइल. सो पहले से एग्जिस्ट करती है, कंटेंट ख़त्म हो जाएंगे बिकॉज इट क्रिएट्स अ न्यू फाइल. अगर एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती तो तब भी वो नई फाइल क्रिएट करेगा. नाउ लेट्स गो एंड सी द कंटेंट ऑफ द फाइल. Now there is no introduction to computer and programming. These are the content of my.txt file. See, this means that उसने previous उस फाइल को ख़त्म कर दिया है. And append mode, A stand for append mode. This is for adding new content at the end of the file. If the file does not exist, a new file is created. So if you open the file in append mode, the file pointer will points to the last byte. जो लास्ट करेक्टर है उसको पॉइंट कर रहा होगा, लास्ट बाइट को पॉइंट कर रहा होगा. बट इफ़ यू ओपन द फाइल इन रीड मोड, इट पॉइंट टू द फर्स्ट करेक्टर. इफ़ यू ओपन द फाइल इन राइट मोड, इट पॉइंट्स टू द बिगनिंग ऑफ दैट बफर दैट इज एलोकेटेड फॉर दैट फाइल. इसमें आपने राइट करना है. ठीक है, दैट्स इट फॉर अवर टुडेज लेक्चर. सो इन टुडेज लेक्चर वी हैव सीन व्हाट इज एक्चुअली फाइल and what is a data file, how we can perform, what are the operations we can perform on file, and among those operations we have seen the read and write operation, character by character reading from the file and character by character writing to the file. And then we have write a program, copy file program, जिसमें वो एक फाइल की कॉपी क्रिएट कर देता है. इट्स सेम लाइक you can copy from your mouse, that is you can right click on the name of the file, on the icon of the file, and you say copy and then you paste it. ठीक है, so copy program हमारा वही टास्क परफॉर्म कर रहा है. And then we have write a program in which it counts the total number of character in the file, new line character, tabs and spaces in those file.